Welcome to GophersHoops.com. I'm Megan Ryan, and this is Charlie Amritz, and we're here to talk to you about the upcoming Big Ten Gophers basketball season. So, Charlie, let's first talk about the Gophers preseason. It's been pretty stellar for them so far, so what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think they've been better than expected, and there were high expectations this year, but what's been impressive the most is just that they've dismantled every opponent they played at home. Easier opponents, but they've really left no doubt in fans' minds that this is a legitimate top Big Ten team this year. You know, they did well in their Battle for Atlantis tournament where they played Duke and Memphis and Stanford, three pretty solid teams, but I think what they need to do this year is, and we know they're talented, we know they've got Rodney Williams, Trevor Mbakwe, Andre Hollins, players that have shown they can compete at a high level, but they need to do it consistently. They need to do it against all types of opponents, so I think it's been encouraging for fans to see them really show up and play their best basketball at home in just about every game.
Yeah, of course. And let's talk a little bit about the off-court kind of legal drama they've had with the DUIs for Sal Smith and also for Trevor Mbakwe. Do you think that those are affecting how they're playing on the court at all?
Well, in terms of the team as a whole, no, because they've looked solid. It hasn't really been brought up since that stuff made news. Definitely Mbakwe's situation is unique in that he's the best player on the team and he's not even getting 20 minutes a game. Part of that is his injury. He's recovering from an ACL tear. But part of it is he's being disciplined for the DUI that he had over the summer. Obviously, this is a guy who had some legal troubles before. This was not the last straw, but probably the second to last. And if he gets in trouble again, he's off the team. And I think Tubby really wanted to send home that message that you need to shape up, and you are right about at that limit in terms of getting in trouble off the court. It can't happen again. So. I don't know if he's learning that or not, but the message is being sent. And I also think Mbakwe, he's going to get more minutes as the games get tougher. Right now, they don't need him as much.
Yeah, and let's also talk about the upcoming Big Ten season, because lots of people have said that the Big Ten Conference it's one of the most competitive, and there's a lot of teams that are going to be up there in the top five. So do you think that the Minnesota has a chance to compete in this?
Yeah, I think there was some doubt early in the season because of the legal situation, because people didn't know if Mbakwe would be healthy. We didn't know if Rodney Williams would play as well. There were just some question marks about whether this team could use its talent to be a top team, and I think they've answered that now. They're number 14 in the Associated Press rankings, highest they've been in 2 years, and they've been so consistent. So if there's any doubt in fans' minds or in Tubby's minds, Tubby Smith, the coach, that's been removed, and now it's just a matter of going out there and doing it against the Big Ten teams, which is of course tougher because of the different style of play that they haven't always been successful in. But I think they've shown that they can do it. They can win the Big Ten or at least compete for a top 3 spot and then go far in the postseason.
And what do you think about the head coach, Tubby Smith? Because he's been at Minnesota for a while, hasn't had the success that people thought he would. Do you think that this season is going to be his last season to prove himself and then he'll be on his way out?
Yeah, I don't think they have much choice. And we saw over the summer that it was written in his contract that they would evaluate after the season whether he would keep coaching here. But so basically, that's saying Tubby, you've got to take the team to the NCAA tournament or get to achieve something this year, which he really didn't do in the past few years. I don't think that's a tough situation for him because he has such a talented team. And I think to just make the NCAA tournament would be underperforming. So I think he keeps his job if he makes the NCAA tournament. But what he can really do to secure his job long term is to make a run in the Big Ten, maybe win it and win the Big Ten tournament, and then make probably the third round of the NCAA tournament.
Well, I guess we'll have to see how that goes. I think that's all the time that Charlie and I have for today, but thanks for tuning in to GophersHoops.com, and keep watching our site for more updates.